Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 56 of my New York City Wrestling series for TEW 2016. So this is Gang Wars 5, and we've got a pretty good show tonight, I believe anyway. We've got a massive main event, and we also have a pretty interesting Gang Wars match. We didn't bring any outside talent in, so it's going to just be the guys on our roster. But the other thing we have to mention is we have had a bit of bad news. Well, it's actually crushing news, but I think I'll get into that after we finish the show. So yeah, I guess we'll run it. We start off with a 99 A-star promo. It's a freestyle angle, and it basically says Gang Wars match is announced for tonight, and it's featuring El Serpiente, Aldous Blackfriar, and the Midnight Prowler on one team, and you got Marsh Stranger, Julius Moore, and Ross Henry on the other team. So pretty good angle. We just get the match booked in. Well, alert to the people that the match is booked in for tonight. Yes. Okay, so we then go into the first match of the card, which is a 71 C+, which is interesting. I thought it might do a little bit better, but that's okay. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Logan Wolfsbane defeated Matty Faith in 10 minutes 8 seconds by submission with a Boston Crab after blatantly cheating. So yeah, I guess Logan was really off his game, so that probably affected the rating quite a bit. But these two have great chemistry, so yeah, it's an interesting little thing to see, and I'm glad, because we didn't really get much of the old chemistry between people early on in the series. But we also have Matty Faith here improving in his performance skills. Good stuff. I also had to keep Matty Faith strong because I don't really want to piss off a future superstar like himself. We're going to keep his push nice and slow. He's already doing quite well. I'll go into that a bit more at the end of the show as well. But I'm going to slow down his pop progression. He's already an upper mid-carder, so we need to slow things down a little bit. Okay, so we then go into a 100 A-star promo. El Serpiente is basically cutting a promo on Marsh Stranger backstage, saying that that he has all the talent in the world, but he's never held a title in NYCW in the 4 years that he's been here. And he's constantly the overlooked guy that just never really gets a chance to prove himself. And everybody knows that he's got the talent, to do what it takes to become a champion. And El Serpiente believes it's because he's too nice to people. And so as you can see down the bottom there, some subtle mannerisms. Oh wow, that did a lot better than I thought it would. Okay, 89A. In an exceptional match, El Serpiente and the Ministry of Darkness defeated Marsh Stranger and the franchise players in 19 minutes 40 seconds when El Serpiente defeated Julius Moore by pinfall with a Cobra Twist following a turn by Marsh Stranger. Okay, Aldous was off his game, which is once again pretty bloody annoying because the match probably could have done a bit better had he been on his game. And there was suffered because there was not enough selling shown by the franchise players. We also have Midnight Prowler improving in performance skills. Okay, so yeah, we'll complete the turn here. Can we do both? Oh yeah, cool. Okay, so it changes the gimmick as well. So Marsh Stranger is now a heel. He's had his heel turn. He turned on Julius Moore in the match, basically giving El Serpiente the win. So he's now switched to a disgruntled employee, which is basically what I described in El Serpiente's promo. A guy that's often overlooked and believes that he has the talent to be a lot better. And the gimmick has got an initial rating of great. So yeah, turn was a complete success. And a very, very good match as well. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, so maybe El Serpiente and Marsh Stranger could form some sort of alliance. I guess we'll just have to wait and see for that. But we'll move on now into a 75 B-. This is a cooldown match as well. In a superb match, Emmanuel Bryant defeated Graham Gorman in 12 minutes 2 seconds by pinfall with a green shock. Emmanuel Bryant makes defense number 6 of his NYCW Tri-State Regional title. So yeah, pretty good. Happy with that. 75 B-. Graham's not that popular. And yeah, cooled the crowd down. Solid. We then move into a 90A. The Ring Generals make a spectacular over-the-top entrance for their match against Heartbreak and Whitehead, which gets a 79B. Not outstanding, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. In an exceptional match, the Ring Generals defeated Heartbreak and Whitehead in 20 minutes 22 seconds when Dean Waldorf defeated Seth Whitehead by pinfall with a wheelbarrow bomb. We get the definite lack of psychology. That's pretty much due to Seth Whitehead actually being in the match. And yeah. Oh no. Sorry, I just yawned a little bit there. I'm quite happy with that. It's not too bad. I thought it might be a little bit better because these guys have kind of been on a roll recently. Yeah. It's okay. I'm happy with that. Okay, so then after the match, Spencer is basically taunting Bret Heartbreak and Seth Whitehead for losing the match against the Ring Generals. By the way, this angle gets a 100A star, as you would kind of expect. So yeah, then Bret Heartbreak snaps, attacks Spencer Spade after his match, and reveals that he's leaving the Ace of Spades. So Bret has now disbanded, well not disbanded, but he's taken himself out of the dominant stable because Spencer is basically a dick, to be honest. Yeah, Spencer Spade was fantastic, as you'd expect. I think Spencer was rated on overness, and Bret was rated on entertainment, and Seth was rated on nothing because he's kind of just the bystander, being on screen but just standing back, not really knowing what to do because his tag team partner has just beaten up the leader of the actual stable. So yeah, Bret is no longer a part of the Ace of Spades. And we go into the main event, which gets a 99A star. In an exceptional match, Ernest Youngman defeated Spencer Spade in a ladder match in 50 minutes 5 seconds. When Ernest Youngman retrieved the item, Ernest Youngman wins the NYCW Empire title for the second time. He's a two-time champion, Ernest Youngman. Yeah, actually, Ernest outperformed Spencer in this match. That's really cool. I kind of wasn't expecting that. I thought, oh wow, he's also improving in performance skills. Okay, solid 99A star main event. I thought it might crack 100. I thought it might, but it's just off. I wonder if that'll actually be the highest rated 99 that we actually have. I think it might be because these two guys are really, really good, and they're both like 90A popularity. Anyway, let's have a look at the... Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. A 90A for the overall show rating. We had a few matches that weren't great with the first match of the card with Logan Wolfsbane, Matty Faith, and then Emmanuel Bryant and Graham Gorman. They're very, very respectable, but they're a little bit low, and that obviously hurt the rating a little bit there. But I am very, very impressed with the Gang Wars match, getting an 89A. That's a lot higher than I expected. I thought maybe a B+. But anyway, we need to cheer Julius up because he's upset about taking the loss. Spencer's upset, but we'll get into that in a second. So I think I'll go Ernest because I love Ernest. And who else? I think someone else is actually a little bit upset, but I can't remember who it is. Okay, I don't know. We'll just do El Serpiente because he's a beast. Okay, so give hug, tell him is awesome. We'll make the speech and we'll move on. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to load, it has happened, guys. I mean, you guys can probably guess as to who's actually leaving us. It is indeed Spencer Spade. Fucking TCW have come in for Spencer. They've come in for a few people. Not our people. Spencer's the only one that they've actually offered a contract to, but I think they went back in for Mask Cougar, who only just recently signed. Yeah, so here we go. Spencer leaves us, joins TCW. They've signed Mask Cougar, as I mentioned, just previously rejoined CZCW and IPW as well. And they also signed Robbie Wright, who I think was unemployed. Yeah. But Robbie's actually really good. I don't really know why I didn't sign him. His promos could have been pretty legendary, and he's not too shabby either in the ring. And his performance stats are quite good. So, yeah, that might have been a bit of a mistake. We probably could have used him. He's pretty over everywhere. Where was he, actually, at the start of the game? Okay. So he was at RIPW with a developmental contract, and then he went to SWF. Okay. Fair enough. Really? Oh, this is so annoying. I'm gonna have to let him go. Well, that doesn't really matter, but damn it. I mean, that's actually kind of interesting because of the whole storyline that's just happened. Oh, but Prowler, why do you have to do this, mate? It's making the whole locker room hate Bret Heartbreak. I'm gonna have to let him go. Bret's too important to me. I don't want people hating him. And I've actually worked really hard recently. I've used all my my pre-match or pre-show talks trying to sort out all the problems, and I'd sorted out quite a few of them. And now we've just got another 3 re-added. Oh, that's so annoying. Prowler, why? Why do you do this to me? You're so good. I don't want to lose you. Ugh! Especially after what's just happened with us losing Spencer Spade. Far out. They're one of my favourite tag teams that we have as well. The Ministry of Darkness. Damn it! Oh, I don't know what to do. Anyway, let's have a look at the popularity. I just had a quick look at it then. But we are 54C minus in the tri-state for popularity, with 51 D plus importance at the moment. We have also gone up to 22 popularity and importance in the New England region as well, with those second shows. I will give you a little look at them. They're nothing special. I kind of just put them together on the spot. Obviously, the show ratings are going to be a lot lower because none of our guys are really all that popular, pretty much except for Ross Henry. So yeah, just have a little look there. That was the first one, got a 68. We then have the second one, which got a 67, so they're fairly consistent. The third one was an 80B, which had Ross Henry. I think this was when TCW came in, so I decided to actually job Spencer Spade out a little bit. So yeah, Ross Henry defeated him there. Got an 80B in the New England area. I then actually held this show in the tri-state region, which got an 87B plus. And we had Maddie Faith defeating Spencer Spade in the main event. So I haven't actually checked after that how that actually damaged or improved either of these two. So that actually could have hurt the main event for Gang Wars, now that I come to think of it, because his popularity wouldn't have been an A. Interesting. But yeah, a good match for Matty Faith to win. I'm sure that probably did a lot to his popularity. But then I kind of realised that Matty Faith is the type of guy that will get poached next, because he is, you know, a second generation, pretty freaking amazing as well at that. So we've got to be wary of these things now, because, you know, we're on the road to cult. We're not too far off. And then, of course, we have Gang Wars there. So yeah, as you can see, the finances are a little bit dodgy This was this was last month when we started running the other shows. As you can see, it does affect our ticket sales quite a lot. The sponsorship's pretty much the same. It's not really going to go down, I believe. Show costs have gone up a lot, which should be mentioned, and that is of course because we are putting on 5 shows a month instead of 2. So that's kind of understandable. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We've still got another 2 or 3 shows. Um, so yeah, let's have a little look at the roster. I don't want this episode to go too long, but I want to have a look at a few people. We'll have a look at Ernest first of all, the now 2-time champion. So he's at a 91, I think. Okay, he's up 3 points, so that's good enough. So he wasn't even an A going into the match either. So yeah, the match probably could have done a bit better. Anyway, happy with that. Let's have a look at Marsh Stranger, because we haven't really looked at him. He actually has been the overlooked guy, and he's got 83 B plus popularity. Like, I haven't even really been trying to make him popular. I mean, I barely even used him on the actual episode, like on the episodes that you guys see. I've kind of just been using him on the main event shows that I've been running every month off camera. So yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to do with him. We've turned him, so he's now a heel, basically going to replace Spencer Spade, essentially. We might look to maybe bring this guy in, Jeremiah Moose. It's a pretty cool name. They are a tag team, so maybe we look to do that. We'll have a look at that guy's stats afterwards. We'll have a look at Matty Faith now. 56 C minus. Hopefully that's down a little bit. No, it's quite up there. Okay, it's up from a 44, so that's 12-point increase. And he also took a loss just then. Okay, so I've got to slow him down. He's improving in the ring as well, pretty much every week. So yeah, I mean he's really good. There's nothing else I can really say about him. It's more his performance stats really. So yeah, he's 80 psychology now. We need to get these up to Bs, these guys. They're pretty close, 3 points off. Might be good to actually put him in a tag team with Steve Flash for a little while. Or maybe even Emmanuel Bryant. We'll have to wait and see though. Who else do we want to look at? Julius. 71 C plus. Okay, he's up. He took the loss in that match, so that's pretty good to see. What about Ross Henry? Yeah, his psychology's getting there. It's getting there. He's a C minus now. He's losing popularity in every other region, but I think that's because we don't actually run shows there. So that's kind of just deteriorated over time, I think. Or maybe it was always B minus. I think it actually might have always been B minus, and I think he might have actually gone to CZCW once or twice, and I think that's probably the decrease there. But that's all good. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. The fact that he's back up to a B plus, especially after not taking the loss, but being involved on the team that actually lost. I want to also have a look at the ring generals. Okay, Marv's up 2 points, and Dean. Yeah, he's a 91A still, who's up 2 points as well. Last person to look at, Bret Heartbreak. Hopefully, I kind of wish his popularity was a bit lower than that, to be honest. He's already up 1 point after taking the loss, but I want him to be like a B, maybe even a B minus, because he's so young. He's only 21 years old. And he's the type of guy that you really can base your whole company around, I believe anyway. I think himself and Matty Faith, being second generation superstars, they're the 2 guys that I want to have on written deals more than anything. Yeah, I don't know. I just see myself basing the whole company around those 2 guys in the future. And That's kind of where I want to go. So I want to get Cult as soon as possible, get these guys on written contracts for 10 years, and just be set, basically. So yeah, let's go have a look at, what was his name? I need to check his name again. Jeremiah Moose. Alrighty. Jeremiah Moose. Oh, he's unemployed. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy before. I've thought about bringing him in. I thought he was in the tri-state at one stage. Let's have a look at his other gimmicks. So he's worked for Grim SoCal, and that's it. Okay. Under his normal name. Oh no, Omar. Oh, it's Omar. Yeah, right. He's not great, so I think we might bail from bringing him in. I think we will, to be honest. He's also 34 years old. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with Marsh Stranger at the moment. I am very much contemplating putting them in a tag team together. Um, with putting him in a tag team with El Serpiente. But once again, I'm just not sure. And I have a feeling that I'm very close to releasing the Midnight Prowler. Of course, I can't do it yet because he is still a tag team champion. That's a real bummer, man. That is a real bummer. I mean, in theory, I could just replace him, and I kind of have the perfect guy to do it with. I think we could bring in Scythe. He's only 28, and he's very similar, although he has menace instead of entertainment abilities. But he's got, I think the star quality is like exactly the same. He's a little bit worse in the ring, but that's okay because it's still a pretty high standard. And I feel like his character, kind of fits in perfectly because I would actually use one of my alternate pictures, which is really awesome. It's like a Grim Reaper type deal. Actually, I can actually show you, I think. Alright, so let's just go Adrian. SYTH. Oh, I didn't do it correctly. SY. Maybe I haven't saved it under Scythe. I hope it's in here. I'm a little bit worried now. Anyway, I know I have it somewhere. So yeah, I'm leaning towards that. Although Aldous is kind of, he's ready. He's ready to like be pushed in the main event scene. But once again, I don't want to lose him. I have this. I wish I just kept Dean Waldorf champion, to be honest, because now I feel like I'm going to lose Ernest Youngman as well, with him being the champion. So I'm really worried. Ernest Youngman was also. Sorry about that, had to yawn once again. Ernest Youngman was also our most ever, well, I'd say, during my era on the game. He was the most defended champion. That doesn't really make sense. He was a champion with the most successful champion with the most defenses, is the sentence I'm looking for. He's never actually won the King of New York title, but he was also the Confederation of the Territories World Heavyweight Champion at one stage, and I think if we have a look at that, I know this episode's gone on for a long time, but it's just a bit of a sad episode. I kind of need to ramble on because I've lost my boy. I've lost Spencer. I think he had like, what was it, 14 defenses or something? 13? 14, yeah. So Ernest has pretty much been one of, if not the most successful guy in our company so far. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. It's probably between him and Dean Waldorf because Dean's obviously dominated the tag team division and been an Empire champion with 5 defenses. So yeah, last thing we'll do before I end the episode. Oh, so sad. So sad. I'm actually going to copy this. Well, I can just go inactive, can't I? Let's just do that. I'm not gonna destroy it. We'll just go inactive. Oh, so sad. I'm gonna miss you, Spencer. I'm gonna miss you. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Drop a like. One like equals one prayer for me at the moment. I feel like crying. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and I'll see you next time for the next event, which will be... I should probably learn my schedule. Oh, it actually will be the King of New York tournament. So that's very exciting. And I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are as well. Goodbye.